Well, high wire daredevil Nik Wallenda spent his life wowing audiences all around the world, and now he's asking for their help. 2 weeks after members from his troupe fell off a high wire, the medical expenses are now piling up. Wallenda spoke with News Channel 8's John Rogers, who joins us now live from Sarasota with this request to the public. Hi, John.
Good evening, Josh. Nik Wallenda said these 5 members of his troupe are lucky to be alive, but it's going to be a difficult and expensive journey moving forward.
So that truss right there is at 24 feet. Our wire is at 28 feet, just to give you an idea. So
Nik Wallenda says it's a miracle that 5 of his performers survived after falling off the wire during a practice on February 8th. The members have a slew of broken bones. Nik's Aunt Rietta and sister Liana faced some of the worst injuries, and insurance is not covering everything.
And some of these injuries, you know, they were in the trauma center for 5-6 days, and because of that, the bills well exceeded what that policy will pay.
So Nik has set up the Nik Wallenda Family Foundation, a 501c3 charitable organization where funds will go directly to help those recover.
Several of them won't be able to be on their feet for several months because of broken feet. That's hard. You know, when you tell an athlete they're not able to get out of a wheelchair for a couple months, that's nearly impossible.
He set a goal of $100,000, but truthfully, he feels their expenses could be 3 or 4 times that much. Nik is already planning some benefit performances to help them out. But despite the challenges, he and his family are remaining optimistic.
You know, the doctors have said between 6 and 9 months for some of them, 9 months being the worst case. I don't even like to say those words. I believe words are powerful, and I believe that that puts limitations. When we hear stuff like that, it limits our abilities.
Circus life is a risky business, and this family is counting their blessings and believing in faith that soon all the injured will be back on the wire. Nik is still hard at work tonight. At 7, he'll be performing here at Circus Sarasota. They're going to have performances up through March 5th. Tickets are still available. Nik is also spending some of his own money to help provide some of the personal expenses for some of these members here. And he's heard from people all over the world that are interested in helping out. If you'd like to help out, we're going to provide a link for you on our website, WFLA.com.
All right, John Rogers live for us in Sarasota. Thanks, John.